tough and not a bluffer. I want you to be my lead, don't have to take it undercover. Just under the bells are ringing, people singing, rice is throwing, flower bringing. Ting-a-ling-a-ling, the honeymoon is when we going, and I take you to a place that you didn't even know exists. What's your wish? Dinner at the Eiffel Tower in Paris.
Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turned into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, and we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping, yeah. Now I feel my body drifting, yeah. Baby girl, she got me lifted, am I tripping? Yeah. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Jaws dropping when she walking, kind of thing that happen often. More than just a little. I be shooting down the city, black the latest gears. When she where you see that sun in the air. Fashion week all year, throwing money in the air. Just happy with my lady, other girls they wanna hate her. It comes with the territory, ball players wanna date her. All we got is loyalty, I'm treating you like royalty. I'ma spoil you every day of the week. Shot us in the basement party, yeah. Turned into the greatest party, yeah. Never see my baby coming. Just once, then we went up, yeah. And my love a tripping. Now I feel my body drifting. My body dripping, but she got me lifted. Am I tripping? Excuse her while she kisses the sky. 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 Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Take a breath, inhale, exhale, now breathe, baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey baby, baby, hey baby. Hey. Inhale, exhale, let's take a breath and breathe, baby. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky. Excuse her while she kisses the sky.
Ooh, love, it's in my bones, it's in my soul. You're never gonna break me down, oh no. I've got gold running through my veins. One shot, puts you to
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best receivers in the NFL. Both are big-bodied receivers that can just flat out go up and get the ball. It's Julio Jones going up against Mike Evans. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
All right, Larry, we are at a site that's played host to 2 Super Bowls, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Tonight, we start Week 9 with a prime-time matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now the first carry for Doug Martin. And getting this it's just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good enough for a Tampa Bay first.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
They run again on first down. Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Here's the offense, and highlighted as a guy who gave himself his own nickname, the Dugginator.
Brandon, you really can't nickname yourself, but if he keeps running at this level, they'll have plenty of good nicknames to choose from.
On second down, Martin. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Following the penalty, Martin fighting through. And an alley to run. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Doug Martin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
On second down, here's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
On third down, Ryan. Finding Gabriel complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
On first and 10, it's Ryan. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
On second down, Freeman. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Tackle made that time by Chris Baker.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
Hey, let's go.
Ryan now to throw on third down. He's got Sanu. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Justin Hardy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Now that's the Doug Martin we saw, not just in his rookie year when he burst on the scene out of Boise State, but how about in 2015 when he earned a big-time contract extension from Tampa Bay?
Yeah, you mentioned it, from Boise State, 31st pick back in 2012. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And defensively, they had an extra defensive back on the field, their nickel package, and it made a difference. All the receivers were blanketed, so he tried to run for it, but he came up just a bit short.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. The Pro Bowler Brent Grimes brings him down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here, 2nd and 7. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 2nd down, Ryan. Complete over the middle to Hardy. Touchdown, Falcons. Justin Hardy with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half for your partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, Do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
One receiver left, two to the right. Now Jameis on second down. Drops it off to Martin. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On fourth down, the Bucs will call on Anger. Brian Anger to punt it away. Back deep, Taylor Gabriel. This is taken at the 15. Face mask penalty, and Charles, you were a defender. You know sometimes in the heat of the moment, it's hard to keep your hands away from that face mask.
Sometimes you just get out of position as a defender when you're trying to make a tackle, so you end up flailing away, and your hand gets into the wrong spot.
Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath to Freeman. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now the Buccaneers offense gets set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down now after the incompletion. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis finding time. It's caught by Mike Evans. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that's the first connection. The number 1 overall pick in 2015 finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Jordan Reed was the intended target, and now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Now a play fake to Martin. Here's Winston. Rolling to his left. And this is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, here's Ryan. And this will be incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. On third down, Ryan. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Now the 6-year man out of Miami, Matt Bosher, on to punt. Here's Jackson. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Second down, Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it, sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Take it at the 37. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. 18 yards there and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On second down, Ryan. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And now with that
that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Justin Hardy on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And the Buccaneers are going to have a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. He's got time in the pocket. Going for the deep ball. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Ryan. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short. So the long field goal attempt winds up awry, and we have reached the intermission. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley, he's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Partner, I think the easy thing now would be to just abandon the run and start throwing the football at all costs. But I've been in so many games where it doesn't work running the ball, and then something pops, and now you get something going. I'm not so sure to just abandon your game plan this early in the second half.
Call it a gain of 3, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Brandon, Devontae Freeman just gets better and better every time I see him. I remember him coming out of Florida State, could do a little bit of everything. And I love the intensity he played the game with. But catching the ball in the backfield, I think this is the one aspect that he's added that's really upped his game.
He's going to be hit and driven into the turf. William Golston in there to drop it for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Drops it off to Martin. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Jameis again. Over the middle to Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mike Evans, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
But that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Now Ryan on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. But they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A carry for the big fullback. This is Derek Coleman. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second and 10. It's Ryan again. Sanu with a grab over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Back now in Tampa. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clean.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. 7
yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 4th down.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. What a decision to go for it on 4th from their own territory, and it pays off. 59 yards. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. 1st down. Here's the run with Martin. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Martin. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Winston sneaking it. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the 1st down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Winston. This will be caught just inside the 10. And Doug Martin, you see him there, still down, slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. It's a 1st-round pick, Keanu Neal. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And all the way down to the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Second down following the run.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. And 15 yards there on the catch and run. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. And look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Third down now following the completed pass. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got Sanu. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you...
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more. Carry for a former Falcon, Jacquizz Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Robert Alford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And here now come the Falcons. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Well,